How are you? I hope you are fine. You are going to write your unit test 1 examination. What is your first exam? Yes, mathematics. Now we are going to revise your maths question. Okay. See here. You are going to write the chapter integers. In this chapter integers for unit test 1, you have to cover the concept of addition of integers, subtraction of integers, multiplication of integers, division of integers, and also properties of addition of integers. So these are the concepts you are going to write for unit test 1. Okay. And see here, this is your question pattern. You are going to write the unit test 1 for 25 marks. Okay. So 1 mark comes for 6 marks. That is, choose 3 marks, fill up 3 marks. And 2 marks, you have to attend 2. Okay. There will be a choice for you. So 2 into 2, 4 marks. And for 3 marks, you have to attend 5 questions. So 5 into 3, 15, there will be a choice. So totally you are going to write 25 marks. Okay. Now we are going to revise each and every concept one by one very slowly. Okay. Before that, you have to revise these factors. Okay. What are these? Plus into plus. If you multiply the same symbol, what you get? You get plus only. See here. Plus into plus, plus. Minus into plus, plus. If you change the symbol, means plus into minus or minus into plus, what is your answer? Should be the negative. If you are multiplying the same sign, means you get the answer as positive. If you are multiplying the opposite sign, means you get the answer negative. So keep this thing in your mind. This is very important formula. Okay. Next we are going to revise the concept of addition and subtraction of integers. Whatever may be the process, whether it is addition or subtraction, okay, you have to follow only the two rules. What are they? Rule 1 and rule 2. What is rule 1? If the given integers are in same sign, means you have to add the integers and you get one answer. You are calling that answer as a sum. That sum get common sign. Okay, what is rule 1? If the given integers are in same sign, means you have to go for the operation addition. It means you have to forget the symbol, add the given values. And then you get one answer. We are calling the answer as a sum. That sum get the common sign. For example, if you are having the two integer minus 2, minus 3. Okay. So minus 2, minus 3. These are the given integers. They are in same sign. What are the sign? Minus, minus. Sign means here plus and minus only. Okay, what is the sign here? Plus sign or minus sign? See here, both the integers are having same sign. So according to the rule 1, you have to add. Add the values 2 plus 3. What is your answer? 5. So according to the rule 1, you get one answer. We are calling the answer as sum. Why we are calling the answer as sum? Because we are adding. So this sum get common sign. What are the common sign here? Minus. So you get the answer minus 2. Do you understand, children? Okay, what is rule 2? Suppose if the given integers are in opposite sign. Opposite sign means one of the integer is plus and the other integer may be minus. What we have to do? We have to subtract the integers. How do you subtract? You have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number. Okay. So we go for the operation subtraction. You get one answer. We are calling that answer as a result. This result get larger number sign. This result get larger number sign. See here, minus 7 plus 3. See here, children. Here we have two integers. They are 7 and 3. Their symbols are different. They are having a different sign. One is minus, another one is plus. So according to the rule 2, if they are in opposite sign, means we have to subtract. How do you subtract? Ignore the symbol, forget the symbol. Among the two numbers, which is smaller, 1, 3. So subtract the 3 from 7. So what is your answer? 4. So you get the result as 4. This result get larger number sign. Among these two numbers, which is the larger number? Ignore the symbol. Ignore the symbol and say 7 is the larger number. What is its symbol? Minus. So you have to assign the symbol minus to the 4. So what is your answer? Minus 4. Do you understand? Okay. Next we are going to see how to remove the bracket. Many of the students have the confused in this concept. How to remove the bracket? See here, how we are going to remove the brackets. You have to write the first integer as it is. So write the first integer as it is 7. Okay. So what is the process of removing the bracket? You have to multiply the symbols inside and outside the bracket. So inside the bracket, what is the symbol you are having? Minus. So outside the bracket, what is the symbol you are having? Minus. Now you have to multiply these two symbols. So what is the process of removing bracket? You have to multiply the symbol inside and outside the bracket. We know the formula, minus into minus equal to what? Minus into minus equal to plus. So if you are multiplying the symbol inside and outside the bracket, you get what symbol? You have to write that symbol here. So minus into minus plus. Thus we have removed the bracket by multiplying the symbol inside and outside the bracket. Now write the integer as it is. 7 plus 3. So according to the rule 1, they are in same side. So we have to go for the operation add. So add 7 plus 3, 10. Both are in same side. So it is understood the symbol of 7 is plus. So that's why we are assigning the symbol plus to the 10. Okay. Next see the next example, minus 4 plus minus 5. So while you are removing the bracket, you have to write the first integer as it is. Okay, so write the integer, first integer minus 4 as it is. See the second integer, it has the symbol minus. Outside the bracket you have the symbol plus. So you have to multiply these two symbols only. Don't multiply these two symbols. Okay. Write the first integer as it is and multiplying these two symbols. So plus into minus. If you are multiplying the opposite symbol, you get the answer as a negative. So plus into minus, minus. Write the integer as it is 5. So given two integers are in same sign. So according to the rule 1, if they are in same sign means we have to go for the operation addition. So 4 plus 5, 9. Thus the sum get common sign. Both integer having the sign minus. So answer is minus. Do you understand children? See the third one. Write the first integer as it is. While you are removing the bracket, the first integer you have to write as it is. Okay. See here, the second integer is minus 2. How do you remove this bracket? By multiplying the symbol inside and outside the bracket. So minus into minus plus. Write the integer 2. Thus we have removed the bracket. Next you have to multiply the symbols inside and outside the bracket. So plus into minus, minus 1. If you are multiplying the opposite sign means you get the negative symbol. If you are multiplying the same sign means you get the positive symbol. See here children, minus 2 plus 2. See, according to the rule 2, opposite sign means subtract. So you have to subtract this. So 7 minus 2. Ignore the symbol and you have to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So you get the answer 5. So according to the rule 2, if you subtract means you get one result, that result get larger number sign. So among these two numbers, which is the larger number 7? So what is the symbol for it? Minus. So here you have to assign the symbol minus. Thus we have evaluated minus 7 and plus 2. Write the next integer as it is minus 1. Do you understand children? Once I am repeating, you get the answer minus 7 plus 2 minus 1. First we have evaluated minus 7 and plus 2. As per rule 2, you get the answer minus 5. And write the third integer minus 1. So as per the rule 1, they are in same sign. So you have to add. So minus 5 minus 1. Ignore the symbol and add. 5 plus 1, 6. So the sum gets the common sign minus. Do you understand children? Let us see some more examples children. See here. The given integers are minus 5 and plus 8. So they are in opposite sign. Opposite sign means you have to follow rule 2. So opposite sign means you have to subtract here. Why we are repeating the same concept rule 1 and rule 2 again and again is everyone must clear in this concept because this is your basic foundation. Okay, in 8th standard no one will teach you. Okay, so this is the basic foundation for your higher studies. So listen carefully, not only for the unit test 1. This is your basic foundation for your higher studies. Okay, so listen carefully. So according to the rule 2, they are in opposite sign. So you have to go for the operation subtraction. So subtract the smaller number from the larger number. So subtract 5 from 8, you get the answer 3. So according to the rule 2, you get one result. This result get larger number sign. So among these two numbers, which is the larger number? 8. So what is the symbol for this? Plus. So your answer is plus 3. It's clear children. See the next one. 7 minus of minus 3. So write the first integer as it is 7. How do you remove the bracket? By multiplying the symbol inside and outside the bracket. So minus into minus plus 7 plus 3. So according to the rule 1, they are in same sign. So we have to add 7 plus 3, 10. So this sum get common sign. What is the common sign here? Plus. So answer is plus 10. Okay. See the next one. 10 plus minus 3. Write the first integer as it is 10. How do you remove the brackets? By multiplying the symbol inside and outside the bracket. So plus into minus, minus 3. So according to the rule 2, this is the normal subtraction children. 10 minus 3 7. Okay. So according to the rule 2, opposite side means subtract. So subtract the smaller number from the larger number 7. This result gave larger number sign. Here the larger number is 10. Its symbol is plus. No need to write the symbol plus. And also listen carefully children. Don't write the number like this. No number contain the symbol like this plus minus simultaneously. So this is a wrong method. Every number should contain only one symbol only. Whether it is minus or it is plus only. Okay. So if you are multiplying the sign means you have to write here only the one symbol. Okay. See the next example. See here. Minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. Okay. So according to the rule 1, the given integers are in same sign. So we have to go for the process of addition. So ignore the symbol and add the values. 2, 2, 2, 2. How many 2's we have? 4. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, you get the answer. First you may add these two also. Minus 4. Adding these two integers, minus 4. Adding these two, you get minus 8. This is the one way of doing this answer. Another method is, you can straightly write here answer. See here, the given integers are in same sign. So according to the rule 1, we have to go for the process of addition. So ignore the symbol and add 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8. So we get the sum as 8. So as per rule 1, this sum get common sign. What is the common sign here? Minus. So here you have to put the symbol minus. Okay. Don't write this answer straightly children. You must write the steps for your questions. Okay. See here. See the next one. Minus 1 plus minus 1 plus minus 1. So as usual, write the first integer as it is. How do you remove this bracket? By multiplying the symbol inside and outside the bracket. So plus into minus, minus 1. Plus into minus, minus 1. So as per the rule 1, the given integers are in same sign. So we have to add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 3. So we get the answer 3. This sum get common sign minus 3. Do you understand children how we are writing here minus? Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. The given integers are in same sign. So we have to add. Ignore the symbol. Ignore the symbol and add. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. So this sum get common sign. What is the common sign here? Minus. So here you are assigning the symbol minus to the 3. Okay. See the next one. Many students have the doubt in this sum like this. See here what is the first integer? 0. Multiplying the symbol inside and outside the bracket plus into minus, minus 7. So what is the answer? 0 minus 7. What is the answer? Yes, minus 7. But many of you write the answer as 0. Okay. So if you subtract any number from 0, you get the same number only. So write the 7 along with the symbol minus 7. Do you understand? 0 plus into minus, minus 7. 0 minus 7 is minus 7. See the next one. Minus 4 minus 0. So if you are subtracting 0 from minus 4, you get minus 4 only. So write it as minus 4. But many of you multiply this minus with minus and write the plus 4. It's not. Okay, this is the correct answer. This is the first integer. So you have to write as this minus 4. Minus 0. If you are subtracting 0 from minus 4, you get the minus 4 only. It remains same. So write the minus 4. Okay. See the next one. Minus 2 plus minus 4 minus of minus 3. So first we are writing the first integer as it is. There is no need to multiply the symbol for the first integer because before the first integer there is no symbols. Okay. See the second one. What are the symbols? Plus into minus. They are opposite sides. So plus into minus, minus. Write the integer as it is 4. It's clear. See the next one. Minus into minus. So minus into minus plus 3. Okay. Now we are going to evaluate this. First we are taking the first two integers. So as per the rule 1, they are in same sign. So we have to go for the process of addition. So 4 plus 2, 6. This sum get the common sign minus plus 3. Now see the given two integers are in opposite sides. So as per the rule 2, we have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number. So 6 minus 3, 3. This result get the symbol of larger number. So forget the symbol among these two numbers, which is the larger number 6. What is the symbol for the minus? So assign the symbol minus to the 3. Do you understand? See the next one. What is the first integer? Minus 10. Minus into minus plus. Right integer 4. Minus into minus plus. Right integer as it is 3. Okay. See the given integers minus 10 plus 4 and plus 3. First I am evaluating these two. Minus 10 they are in same sign. So you get the answer 4 plus 3 7. Okay. You can do this sum in another method also. What is it? You can evaluate minus 10 and plus 4. You get the answer minus 6. After that you have to plus 3. Okay. Both the method you get the same answer. Okay. See here the given integers are in opposite sign. So you have to follow the rule 2. So subtract the smaller number from the larger number, you get the result 3. This result get the symbol of the larger number. Thus we get the answer minus. So what is the first method? Minus 10 plus 4. Your answer is minus 6 and then plus 3. See here minus 6 plus 3. What is the answer? Minus 3. Both the method you get the same answer. See the next one. What is the first integer? 0. Multiplying the symbol inside and outside. Minus and minus plus 8 plus 1. So 8 plus 1, what is your answer? 9. So 0 plus 9, your answer is 9 only. It's clear? See here, that's all we are seeing. There are plenty of examples for addition and subtraction of integers. I hope you are thorough in addition and subtraction. Okay. Next we are going to discuss multiplication of integers. Okay. It is very important, children, how we are going to multiply the given integers. For that, this is the basic thing. Okay. Plus into plus, already we have seen this. Plus into plus plus, minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus into plus minus. Keep this thing in your mind always. These are very important. Okay. Now we are going to see some example for multiplication of integers. How we are going to multiplying the given integers. See the first example. Minus 3 into minus 2. So the given integers are 2. They are minus 3 and another one is minus 2. Listen carefully, children. You must have the clear idea about whether the given sum in the process of addition and subtraction or in multiplication. Okay. See here between the two integers you have the symbol multiplication. If it is the multiplication sum means you have the symbol multiplication compulsory. So from this symbol you can easily identify it is the multiplication sum. Okay. How do you multiply the given two integers? Before multiplying the values, you have to multiply the symbols. Multiply the symbol minus into minus, minus into minus, so plus. After that, you have to multiply the values. What are the values? 3 and 2. 3 2s are 6. Okay. Read the tables also, children. Okay. See the next one. 4 into minus 3. What is the symbol for 4 plus? So plus into minus minus. Next you have to multiply the values. 4 3s are 12. So what is the process of multiplying the integers? First you have to multiply the symbols. After that you have to multiply the values. Okay. See the next one. Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. This is very important sum and it is a very easy sum. Those who are having the clear idea of the concept, we can easily do in a single step. Okay. See here. Minus into minus plus 1 into 1 1 into minus 1. Okay. Next. Plus into minus minus 1 into 1 1. Okay. Now we are going to do in the single step. See here. Minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus. So multiplying 1 3 times we get the answer 1 only. 1 into 1 into 1 1. Thus we get the answer minus 1. I hope you understand how to multiply the integers. Let us see some more examples. See here. Minus 235 into minus 2 into minus 1. We have to multiply these three integers. First of all, I am going to multiply first two integers. Before multiplying the integers, you have to multiply the symbols. So minus into minus plus. Next, you have to multiply the value 235 into 2. You have to definitely show your upper part in the test paper itself. Okay. So 5 2s are 10, remainder 1. 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 1 7, 2 2s are 4. So 470. So minus into minus plus 235 into 2, 470 into minus 1. Okay. Next I am going to multiply the symbol plus into minus minus 470 into 1, 470. So this is the way you have to multiply the given integers. You may also first multiply the minus 2 with minus 1. Okay, both the method are correct. Okay. See the next one, 17 into 0. Many of you write the answer as wrong only. So what is the answer? If you multiply any number with 0, you get the answer yes 0 only. Okay. So 17 into 0, 0. So what happened? Minus 17 into 0. They also get the, here also we get the answer 0 only. Whatever be the integer, it is positive or negative. If you multiply any integer with 0, you get the answer 0 only. It's clear? See the next one. See here 4 into 323 into minus 1 into 0. In this sequence, you have the 0 as a one of the multiplication factors. So definitely you have to write the answer 0. No need to multiply these three values. Straightly you write the answer as 0. Okay? See the next one. What happened? Minus 1 into minus 1. So minus into minus plus 1 into 1, 1. See here minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. So minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus. Now only we have seen this example. So 1 into 1 into 1, 1. See the next one. Minus into minus plus, minus into minus plus. So plus into plus, plus. 1 into 1 into 1. If you multiply the 1 4 times, again you get the 1 only. Okay. So what we are observing from this example, if you are multiplying the odd numbers of 1, you get the answer as negative. See here, minus 1 into minus 1. So here n is even. So minus 1 whole power n equal to plus 1 if n is even. If minus 1 whole power 1 equal to minus 1, then if n is odd. See here, what are the odd numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, they are the odd numbers. See here, minus 1 into minus 1. So n is 2 times. So 2 is the even number. So you get the answer positive. See here, minus 1 into minus 1 is 3 times. So 3 is the odd number. That's why we are getting the answer minus 1. See here, minus 1 we are multiplying 4 times. 4 is the even number. That's why we are getting the plus 1. Okay, don't do the sum for the mark purpose. Okay, try to understand all the concept very clearly. Okay, that's all about the multiplication of integers. Now we are going to discuss the concept division of integers. How we are going to divide the given integers. Before that, we have to know how we are going to divide the symbols. See here. If the given example, the numerator containing the symbol plus and denominator containing the symbol plus means you get the answer in plus only, that is in positive. It means minus divided by minus, here also you get the answer positive. The multiplication of symbols and also the division of symbols are both are same only. See here, there are plus into plus, plus. Here plus divided by plus, plus. Minus into minus, plus. Minus divided by minus also plus. Plus by minus, minus. There plus into minus, minus. Minus divided by plus, minus. There minus into plus equal to minus. So both are same only. So keep this thing in your mind. Okay, now we are going to see examples. Before that you have one more. See here, 0 divided by 5. It means if you divide 0 by any number, you get the answer 0 only. Similarly, if you multiply any number with 0, you get the answer 0. Listen carefully. If you divide 0 by any number, you get the answer 0. See the second note. If you divide any number by 0, it means in the denominator, if you add the number 0, means you have to write not defined. This process is not defined. So you have to write not defined. If the numerator contains 0 means at that place you have to write the answer as 0. It's clear? 0 divided by any number 0. Any number divided by 0 not defined. Okay. Next you see here. Many of you have the confusion about how to cancel the fractions. Okay. How to simplify the fraction. Now we are going to see how we are going to simplify this fraction. See here, in the numerator we have the integer 25, in the denominator we have the 50. Okay, now we are going to divide these two positive integers. Before that we are going to cancel this number. We are using the 5 table. 5 5s are 25. Okay, see here. Here you have to write, you have to cancel the 25 and write the 5. So this is the table. And this is the answer. This is the times. So here you have to write the times only. Similarly, 1 5 is 5. So strike out the 5, write 1 times and write the 0 along with it. So what is your answer? 5 by 10. So So again use the 5 table. 2 5s are 10. So cancel the 5. 1 5 is 5. Write the 1 here. Cancel the 10. Write the 2 times. So 1 2 5s are 10. So 2 you have to write here 2 only. Don't write the 10 or 5 here. So here you have to write the times only. So your answer is 1 by 2. So this is the way you have to cancel the given integers. See the next one. 32 by 64. Suppose you are straightly know the answer means you may cancel this number by using the 25 table also. 125 is 25, 225 are 50. Okay, you can straightly cancel this. Okay, see the next one. 32 by 64. You have to remember that you must cancel both the numerator and denominator by using the same table. Okay, now here I am going to use the 2 table. Okay, so 1 2 is 2. So remainder is 1. 6 2s are 12. So here you have the number 16. Now I am going to divide the 64 by 2 table. 3 2s are 6, 2 2s are 4. So your answer is 16 by 22. Again I am going to divide this number by 2 table. That is, you have to divide both the numerator and denominator by 2. So how many times? 8 2s are 16. 1 2 is 2, remainder 1, 6 2s are 12. So your answer is 8 by 16. Now I am going to use the table 8. So 1 8 is 8. 2 8s are 16. So our answer is 1 by 2. So you have to keep this in your mind. You have to cancel the numerator and denominator by using the same table. And here you have to write the times only. So this is the times you have to write here. Okay. Now we are going to see another example. 7 by minus 1. So what is the symbol here? Plus by minus equal to minus. So you have to write here minus 7 by 1. So if the denominator containing 1 means you have to leave that 1 and write the numerator alone. So your answer is minus 7. Do you understand? See the next one. Minus 5 by minus 1. So you know minus by minus is equal to plus. Also you may cancel the symbol minus meaning cancel. You get the answer 5 by 1. If the denominator contains 1 means you leave that 1 and write the numerator alone. Your answer is 5. Do you understand? See the next one. Minus 20 by minus 4. So both the symbol getting answer. Next we have the integers 20 and 4. Now I am going to use the 4 table to cancel both the numerator and the denominator. 4 comes in 4 table 1 times. 20 comes in 4 table 5 times. So your answer is 5 by 1. Leave the denominator 1. So your answer is 5. It's clear? See the next one. Minus 18 by 3. Now I am going to divide the 18 by 3. So in 3 table 3 comes 1 time. 18 comes 6 times. So minus 6 by 1. Leave the denominator 1. So your answer is minus 6. I hope you understand how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply, how to divide the integers, and this is very important. Definitely you have this question in 1 mark. Okay. Next we are going to see properties of addition. What are the properties of addition of integers? Closure property, commutative property, associative property. You know the pronunciation of the words. Okay. Additive identity, additive inverse. If the question is asked to write the properties of addition of integers means you have to write the name of these properties. What are they? Closure property, commutative property, associative property, additive identity, additive inverse. Don't skip the properties of addition, children, because in future you have this in your higher classes, 10th standard also. So listen carefully, these are very important. Closure, commutative, associative, additive, identity and additive inverse. Okay. So for the operation of addition only we are seeing this properties. Okay. So what we are dealing with? We are dealing with integers. Integers means it contains negative numbers, 0, positive numbers. You know already what is meant by natural number? 1, 2, 3, etc. What is meant by whole number? 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. What is meant by integers? Integers contains negative numbers and 0 and positive numbers. So this is said to be integers. We are dealing with this integers integers only. Now we are going to check closure properties. What is the closure property? We are randomly taking two integers, okay, and then we are going to add the two integers a and b. We are adding a plus b. You get one answer. That answer is also an integer, means we can say it is integers are closed under addition. For example, if you are taking the integer -1, you are taking the another integer -2. Now we are going to add this. So -1 -2, your answer is -3. So this is an integer, this is an integer, this is also an integer. Now we can say integers are closed under addition. That's why we are calling this as a closure property. Okay. Thus we are next here. You may have the question based on this in 1 mark. If a and b are integers, then a plus b is also an dash. So here you have to write integer. See the next one, commutative property. Commutative property means always you have to take two elements. Okay. Thus we have taken a and b two integers. If a plus b equal to b plus a, suppose if the integer satisfies this condition, means we can say integers are commutative under addition. For example, I am taking another two integers -2 plus 5. Okay, so two integers I am taking. I am adding this -2 plus 5. So what is your answer? 3. Okay, now I am going to change these integers. 5 plus -2. So 5 plus into -2. So what is the answer? 3. So both the step we get the same answer. That is, we are taking a and b any two integers. We get a plus b is equal to b plus a. So that's why we are saying integers was the commutative property. Okay. Next we are going to see associative property. Commutative property means you have to take two elements. Associative property means always you have to remember you have to take three elements. Okay. Thus we are taking a, b, c, b, any three integers. Then we are going to check this. Okay. A plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. You have to read the constant variables inside the bracket wholly. See here, a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b short pass plus c. Okay. Now we are going to check this process by taking easy example 1 plus 2 plus 3. First we are going to give the bracket for 2 and 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, 5. What is your answer? 6. Next again change the bracket. 1 plus 2 plus 3. Now the bracket for 1 and 2. So 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3 you get 6. Both the case we are getting the same answer. That's why we are saying integers holds the associative property. What is associative property? A plus b plus c equal to a plus b plus c. Okay. Next we are going to see additive identity. This is very important property. What is mean by additive identity? If you take any integer a, if you add 0 with that integers, or if you add 0 with that integers, you get the same answer a only. For example, if you are taking the integer 7, if you are adding 7 with 0 or 0 with 7, you get the answer 7 only. That same integer only. In that case, we are calling that 0 as a additive identity. So here you have to write 0. So 0 is the additive identity for integers under the operation addition. We are seeing all the properties for the operation addition only. Okay. So 0 is said to be additive identity. Why we are using this word additive? Because the operation is addition. Okay. See the next one. This is also important. Additive inverse. What is additive inverse? We have to take any integer. If you add some other integer with that, you get the answer 0. For example, I am taking -3. I am adding plus 3 with this -3. I get the answer additive identity 0. So we can call this plus 3 as additive inverse of -3. So additive inverse of -3 is plus 3. So what is the additive inverse of plus 2? -2. Then only if you add with -2 you get the answer 0. See here, 2 minus 2 your answer is 0. -3 plus 3 your answer is 0. So we can call 3 as a additive inverse of minus 3. We can call minus 2 as a additive inverse of 2. So what is the additive inverse of minus 5? Yes, plus 5. What is the additive inverse of plus 7? Yes, minus 7. So this is the way how to write the additive inverse of given integer. Okay. So I hope you understand all the concept we have revised today. Practice all the sums, children, and give your best in your exam paper. Everyone must use unruled paper for your examination. Use blue ink pen to do the sums. Okay, and draw finishing line, single line for after finishing every sum, and maintain the rough column. Don't cut the steps. Don't write the straight answer. Your steps carry the marks. And also your presentation also carry the marks. Okay, give your best presentation and do the sums correctly. Try to score center everyone. Okay, all the best children. Thank you.